Alright, I just set up my table saw blade. I'm gonna make these rabbets with my fence and table saw. So I set my depth of cut away from the fence to be 1/4 of an inch, and that's right on the money. Then, so I'm gonna make 4 passes all the way around both panels. I'll pick the best side to be out, which means it'll be up. The good face will be up. And then I'll stand them up, change my cut so that this is a 1/4 inch cut inside, and then run them and rip off the pieces to get my tongue all the way around the panel. Then we'll see how they fit. And we're right on the money. If anything, it might be just a hair. No. Well, that's good. Okay. All right, let me reset this saw so that I can get the 1/4 inch rip that I want here. That's awful close. Alright, this is my first dry fit here. I really like this fit, except for one thing. I have just the tiniest bit of a gap. Down here you can't even hardly see it without getting down and looking at it. So what that's telling me is this panel is it's just a little bit too wide on that rabbet I made. So I've got to take just a couple thousandths of it, maybe less than 5/1000ths of an inch, I'm guessing, off of this edge. And then it'll fit like a dream. Alright, we'll try this dry fit one more time. When I was making this cut to shorten the rabbet, just that little bit, I almost made it by sound. I could just hear the blade, you know, kissing that edge just a fraction. Left and rear, yeah. And I've got no gap down here at the bottom. I'm looking at the top. I got to get this. Oh yeah, it's fine. I guess it's just a shadow. All right, we're perfect. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, there's one. Let me try fit the other here. Check my reveal down here. Just a hair too high. Yep. Okay. Nope, it's not moving. And we'll get that to move. Main thing is everything fits nice and tight. There we go. There, that's perfect. And now so is that. Beautiful. Okay, now I'll show you this. I'll show you the other side here, and this is the natural lip that I was talking about here. So when I put this together, I've got an 1/8 of an inch lip right here that I can use to register to my bottom shelf after I make these cutouts. And that'll work out just wonderful as well. Okay. All right, I'm going to resist the temptation to glue these together right now. I don't know why, but I'm gonna. So, I'm nice and square here. Put my square on this side, beautiful. So that part I'm really enjoying. This reveal is, these are right on the money, and that I think is probably one of the keys to making sure that it's square. So. I want to size this panel down here in the bottom. And so what I've done here is I've taken a couple of 3-2-1 blocks, set my story stick on there, and then, spread it apart. And I've got these 1-inch diameter pads on there, so I get good registration. And that is my exact dimension that I want for the length. And then I have to do the same this way, because this is going to be basically a press fit. I'm going to cut the corners out and slide it in until it butts up against this edge right here. I think I've mentioned this before, but my method for ripping plywood, it's evolved over the years, but I've settled on this now. I rip it about 1 inch wider than what I need, and then flip it, rip it again, flip it back, and rip it one more time. So I make sure that I get a nice parallel edges here, and that last rip, you can just look down this piece and see that it's very, very consistent, as well as this one here. This is the first one. So when you get these two strips that are nice and consistent in thickness, then you know that you're getting nice parallel edges. And even now though, I'm still a little bit strong because I'm going to cut it to length strong, and then rip and cross cut it one more time to get my final dimension. No clamps this time. I'm just going to hold this and see what kind of a cut I get. That's really nice. So if you clamp it or hold it, I think actually it's a lot faster, obviously, just to grab your work, pull it to you. You get a nice square perpendicular cut. Okay, my dry fit together here only, no glue yet. At this end, I measure a strong 1/16 shy of 18 and a half. And on this end, it's a weak 1/16. It's just shy of a 1/16, so I'm just a hair off. So I'm going to go with that strong mark, I guess, and see if I can't get this thing to come together. So I've got it up on blocks so that I can use my table saw and slide the piece underneath here, and then I'll cross cut it to length after I figure out the width here. So I'm going to go with 18 and 7/16 and see how that turns out.